Hello, Linda. part about linking a YouTube video, open video. I open the YouTube page on your desktop. Do I actually need to do that over on the platform? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I did that. So I copy the link and I put it into the email. If I open up the browser and I go to um, open, well, the recording for the meeting. Is that not it? Okay. What's that? Yeah. That's on. Open box. Oh, it's a shortcut. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah. Login. Okay. Now, okay. Now, the session. When it's listed in the DRP Thursday, probably just get it. Now, after I paste the URL. Do I bring up the whole session or I edited the session? So there, oh, there's the indexing. It is. Click on oh, you get the, and then I just leave it on this screen. And I hit stop at the end. Okay, now I think I'm going. Go back to the Zoom meeting. I've got a couple. I got that. Okay. Thank you, Jan. Bye. Hello, who is 720-799-1474?
Linda and Louis Poplin.
Okay.
We're here to discuss about our windows.
Sounds good. I will promote you when that event comes up to panelist, okay?
All right, thank you.
Okay.
Thanks. Brent, are you there?
I am here.
Okay, thank you. And Mark, did you make it? I promoted Mark to panelist, so. I don't know if to stay here or go to my computer, so. Jen is the host. I'm handling Jen's duties tonight, Brent, so.
Sounds like a challenge.
Yeah, I wish I'd done this a couple times already, but good time to start as any.
Exactly.
Hi there.
Hey, Susan.
Hey, Ken.
Hey, Susan?
Kelly Salzar.
Yeah.
Hi, it's Linda.
We're
Hey, Linda.
representing which group?
Hey. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. No longer working at the Loop, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh. Yeah, it can be.
yeah, yeah. Yes, it can.
All right.
You guys are late with bloopers. Are you on mute?
um,
Kelly, are you here for the hotel or are you for something else? Bob, I'm going to promote you to panelist. Good evening, Joan. Good evening, Bob. I have Jennifer's
Good
headset
evening.
on, so.
Oh,
I can hear you, Joan.
internet's like really slow. Okay, cool. All right. So I got a message that Cindy was not going to be on and then emailed about a few things. So I don't know if she was going to try to be on or not. But
I'm promoting Cindy to a panelist, so she'll come on just a second here.
I got promoted to panel.
You did.
Yeah, there I am. I'm here. I can't hear you guys. Is anybody talking? Is anybody
Both Mark and
speaking?
Bob are muted.
Nobody's
Can you hear me,
talking,
Cindy?
that's all.
Hello?
Just sitting.
Can you hear me, Cindy?
Okay, all right. Yeah, I can now. I can. It's okay.
Didn't you say you were going to be joining us from a cemetery or something like that this week?
Yes, but it's, I can actually make it work inside the kitchen. The cemetery's across the street, which is nicer during the evenings
What?
than sitting in the cemetery. It's a nice cemetery. It's a beautiful cemetery.
Where's the cemetery, Cindy?
Where is it?
Yes.
It's across the street from my house on Cape Cod.
Oh, okay. What's the weather like back there?
We
Is it
had
raining?
a hellishly hot day. That's why it's nice to have a pond down the road so you can go sit in it.
Hmm.
Joan was here and now she's not here.
Uh-oh.
There she is.
Oh, there she's coming back.
well,
This
I don't
show.
know what's going on.
Oh, I
Okay,
love-
mine's disconnected about 3 times. Is everybody else here?
Well, there are enough of us.
Yep.
Hello?
Yes. Everybody's here,
Hey.
but Nancy.
Yeah, so shall we go ahead and start?
So roll call wise, I just don't see Nancy Hale.
Okay, well, she may join us. Okay, oh, perfect. Okay, so, and can we get approval of the agenda for tonight? Can you guys hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
This is Louis and Linda. We can hear you. I'm just not hearing a lot of things from anybody else.
well, that's,
There's a thing on here, and maybe Jennifer does it, that's got you down at the bottom with phone call. Do I need to click them in? Can anybody else see that?
Yes.
I have them as attendee right
You know
now,
what I'm talking
Joan.
about? Oh, okay. So, Louis?
Yeah, they're calling in on by phone.
Yes, we're using our phone.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Is everybody got their audio on?
Yes.
Yep.
Did everybody?
yes.
answer roll? Okay, so I have to apologize. My internet was like, everybody's almost frozen on mine except for me. So if you're having trouble hearing me, let me know. Or if something's not going well, just let me know. I'll just kind of roll along here. So can we get approval of the agenda?
I make a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
I'll
I would
second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Oh, okay, we're having trouble here. Audience business, I don't think there's anybody else on here. Okay, so old and new business. Edward Robinson. Do we want to go to Lewis and Linda first since they're on?
Sure.
Candy is here as well, and I think
Okay.
she's for the first
Okay,
one
ahead of
for
that, okay.
Edward Robinson.
That's
Okay.
fine.
Okay, so let's go ahead and do, hi Candy. If you'll please state your name and address and then just tell us briefly about your project.
Andy?
Candy? Can anybody
I,
hear Candy?
No, we
No.
can't.
No.
Candy, her audio is
All right, I
on.
don't hear.
I don't hear her. So
Yeah, her microphone must not be working.
I'm going to try to log out and back in. She just sent a message.
Okay. It's at the bottom. I'm going to try to log out and be back. So let's give her a minute to see if she can get.
she's back.
Okay.
Candy, are you there?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes, I
Yeah.
heard you.
Oh, yay. Okay, the settings were off on the meeting. I'm sorry, guys.
Okay, no worries. Okay, so if you'll just state your name and address and just tell us
My
briefly
name is
about your project.
And I'm here today for 2091 Clear Creek Drive in Georgetown for a rooftop solar installation.
Candy, I'm not hearing anything. Mark, are you hearing?
I did.
I heard her. Yeah, I heard her.
Oh, okay. You know what? Everything just came like really much louder for me. So Candy, could you please repeat what you just said? I'm sorry.
No worries. I'm Candy. I'm calling from Atkinson Electric regarding 2091 Clear Creek Drive. We'd like to install a rooftop solar array on their home.
Okay, great.
Can I ask a couple of questions?
Of course.
It says there are 24 modules. What is the overall dimension of this project?
It looks like we have 2 arrays on the south-facing roof. And let's see, let's scroll down to get the dimensions. All right, it looks like we've got a row of 6 above the skylights. A row of, and then an array of, let's see, 6, 12, 18 below the skylights. The panels average 3 feet by 4 feet, and I apologize, he doesn't have the dimensions on the plans, and I'll yell at him for this later. So it covers
So
pretty
I So Candy? Are you there?
I'm here. Did you get that?
Yes, but so the 6 on the upper part are all aligned. Would I
Uh-huh.
be correct in saying they are either 4 by 18 feet as a group?
Yes.
And I would guess that the ones that are below it are 3 rows of 6?
Yes.
Sorry, guys, I just keep losing it for some reason.
So those are going to come out to be 12 feet by
18.
18. Okay, Candy, are all of them mounted flush to the
Yes.
roof?
Yes, they are.
What color are they?
Black on black.
And how about the frame?
It's also black.
It's black. It says it's stainless in the specs, so I didn't know whether it was black.
Yeah, it looks black.
Okay, the other question I had, this south face roof, the south face does not face the street. Is that correct?
Judging from the design, that is correct.
Yeah, the south face, it looks like it's parallel to the street, the slope of the roof.
It's a big shed roof.
Yeah,
It faces
Yeah.
the south. So
But the front of the house faces the east, doesn't it, Mark?
that's correct.
Okay, then I have to write,
Yeah, it's a high roof, so you're not going to see them.
It's to this. Yes?
yeah, coming down Clear Creek Drive, heading, in
You'll
towards
see it-
Denver.
you'll see them on this
you'll see
side
them.
coming down Clear Creek Drive.
Yeah. But from the street visual, you won't see them.
No, but from in front of the house, they're not on the front face of the house.
Correct.
No.
No, okay. And yeah, what is the roof itself at this point? Asbestos,
Asphalt shingles, I believe.
asphalt shingles?
I think,
Not asbestos,
I
asphalt
think it's
shingles.
metal.
Oh,
Yeah,
is
it
it
looks
metal?
like a metal roof.
Yeah, I just drove by there this afternoon, and you'll definitely see it.
Oh, yeah, you're correct.
It's like a greenish blue metal. If you look on the property card, you can get an idea of what you
There you
need.
go. I see it now.
And driving down, I mean, they will be prominent
Yes.
on that face. It was just the face, well, it's the east, the east facing or south facing
South.
Yes,
face.
it's the south facing roof, but it is the roof you're driving towards.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, I think I did look in the material, looked up the material for the mounting tracks, and I guess they're an anodized aluminum material, and they're dark, black, dark brown, something like that. So they're dark.
But this sets on a metal roof, so it can't sit quite flush.
Well, it'll sit flush on top of the ribs of the roof.
Yeah, it only comes up about 3 inches above the roof. So if that, it's pretty flush.
That's typical for a metal roof and for solar installation, because there's always a gap between the roof and the panels.
Yes.
And in between those two arrays of panels, there's a couple skylights up there.
And the skylights, Mark, are slightly raised also, aren't they? I mean, they're not raised. I mean, they're flat
Yeah, they're elevated a little bit above the metal, yes, which is typical.
because you would have to.
Yeah, for flashing and so forth.
Yeah, they're probably 2 to 3 inches at least.
Yeah.
What color are the
Says-
skylights? What
Frames on
color
the
are the
skylights?
They're,
Do we know?
I believe they're dark. They're probably a dark brown.
So they blend in
By the
with the
picture, it
panels.
looks like they're bronze.
Yeah.
It's a dark, it's a V-Lux, I know that, and they're flat.
No,
I'm looking at the
yeah, they were probably
pictures.
bronze then.
They'll blend in with the solar panels. I mean, they'll look like small solar panels.
Yeah, they'll just blend together.
Yeah, what we're responsible for is what it looks like from public ways. That's why we ask questions about what color is it, all of those things.
Oh, I totally understand. I've gone to meetings like this before.
I don't have any sightings for it because I didn't have time to.
I have
Go into it.
sightings. It's in book 3, page 86, which is section 2, chapter 11. Item 7A6, which it says that pieces of utility equipment should have a matte, non-reflective finish, which this does. And then 7E, solar devices should not block views or significantly detract from the setting, which it really doesn't block any views since it's pretty much flush with the roof. E1, if attached to the building, solar collection devices should lay flush with the roof line. This should not cause a significant decrease in the solar gain. So it's E1. And I think those are the only ones that really apply that I could find.
Bob, I got kicked out for a minute. Does it say anything about not placing them on the front facing? I just was curious.
It doesn't say anything about that.
Okay, because that must be in the.
I mean, all other utilities, they basically say they should be screened from view or put in the back or stuff like that, but it doesn't specifically address whether it could be on the front facing or
Okay.
not.
Okay, anybody else? Do I hear a motion?
Make a motion to approve the application as presented.
Do I hear a second?
Second,
Is there any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Against? All right, thank you, Candy.
Well, thank you, everyone. You have a great evening.
Thank you. Okay. So most of that, I was having a really sketchy time hearing, but I moved my computer. So our next one. (2190) Argentine Microtel Hotel. Is anybody here for that?
Yes, I'm
I
here.
think Kelly,
Oh, hi,
Can
Kelly.
I'm promoting you to panelist, Kelly.
It just kicked me out. Sorry about that.
Anybody? Oh, I'm having trouble tonight too. Okay, great.
Hello.
So just state your name and what the project that you're working on, please.
My name is Kelly Salazar. I am with Sign Shop Illuminated, and I'm presenting Microtel Inn and Suites by Wyndham.
Could you talk about the signs a little bit, Kelly?
We have three stacked front lit channel letter sets that are raceway mounted on the west, north, and south elevation. And secondly, there is a small directional that will be placed at the, I believe it's the southwest entrance.
Would you explain the size and location of the three that are mounted on the building, please?
Sure. So all three of the raceway letter sets, they're identical. So the overall height between the three stacked letter sets would be 5 feet, 1.5 inches by 10 feet, 11 inches wide, and all the cans are 5 inches deep.
Okay, and when you explain to me what the illumination is.
So they're all low voltage LEDs. They're going to be, the circuits will be, they're 120 volt, 20 amp circuits provided by an licensed electrician.
Okay, so is all of that surface lit or not?
That is correct. So each individual channel would be illuminate.
So that the 50 square feet is totally illuminated.
Correct. So it's not, go ahead.
Just the letters.
Just the letters. Correct.
So the total of the 50 square feet is not illuminated. Just
Right.
the letters are illuminated.
Correct. And the logo.
And the logo.
Mhm.
But you're not looking at a sign that is completely, that is illuminated through, its background is not illuminated. And what happens at night? There's something that changes?
Right. So these signs would either be put on a photo cell or a timer for that matter. If you address which one you prefer, either when the sun goes down, the signs would start illuminating, or if you have a preferred setting, and this can always be adjusted by what time or by what month of the year it is, because the sun always sets at a different time. And we can put the signs on a timer to adjust to only having it illuminate when the sun sets, or a specific time, I should say.
Okay, something in your presentation that we said that was that there's something different about the illumination at night?
So there wouldn't be any illumination during the daytime hours. It would just be after the sun sets, so that way they would be identical.
Okay, so what is the background color of the sign? I mean, what is the?
So the back of the cans, which typically you don't see from the front, you would have to be looking up, but they would be like a deep blue. And I believe the exact color, let's see. So it calls out a PMS 295 blue, and it's kind of just a dark blue, and it's just part of their accent colors. But you wouldn't see that unless you were looking up at the signs directly underneath them.
But when I look at the sign, I will see a blue sign that has white letters.
So when you look at the sign and it's illuminating at night, it will have blue letters because it has white acrylic with blue translucent vinyl applied to the front. So it'll light up blue.
The letters will.
Yes.
And in the daytime, it will just
be blue, right?
Just
It
be
won't,
blue?
Yeah, all the letters, they're all internally illuminated, right?
That is correct.
And Kelly, is this the entire sign plan for the microtel, or are there other signs that we're going to hear about later?
So as far as I know, there was originally part of the sign package, they wanted to do essentially a pylon, like a freestanding sign.
Yes, exactly.
But they did remove that from the scope of work.
Okay, because that's what I heard when it was well, before it was really a sign plan.
Mhm.
You know, it was just sort of under general discussion. They were talking about a, freestanding. But
Right.
that one is not in the mix at the moment. And all three of these are the same size.
That is correct.
And given the size of the building, that size is not terribly large.
Correct.
Matter of fact, much smaller and it would be a little strange.
You probably wouldn't visually be able to see it. You'd be squinting.
Yes, yeah, no, I tend to agree with that. That's,
Yeah.
and there are no signs on the east side, the rear side of the building.
That would be correct. They didn't feel a purpose for any signage, and neither did I. You know, I'm sure there's a lot of residential that's located behind, and, you know, there's not a whole lot of foot traffic or, you know, vehicles passing by. So it's really just the elevations where they felt, you know, for operational purposes, where it's gonna, you know, it's gonna help further direct them either way when they're driving down Argentine Street, I believe it is, correct?
Right. We can't hear you, Mark. Still can't hear you.
Kelly, could you tell us about the directional freestanding signs?
Sure. So there is just one directional. It's less than square feet, which is pretty standard throughout the state. It's also low voltage. It's LEDs. It's going to be direct. I'm sorry, not direct berry. There's going to be a match plate. So we will, and the electrician will be running the dedicated circuit to that sign as well. The illumination is, you know, it's pretty standard. There's just going to be some LED lamps running through the directional itself.
But that is a solid paneled sign, correct?
Did you say that that was a panel sign?
Solid paneled sign?
So it's actually a cabinet, and the faces essentially
Right.
can be taken out and in if they ever did, you know, an upgrade where they changed their branding
Right.
and whatnot.
No, understood. Well, I think the size of the signs work with the size of the building.
Yeah, the placement's good. You'll be able to see it fairly well from the highway and certainly down Argentine.
And it respects its neighbors by not putting one up where the residents across the lagoon are going to stare at it all night.
Right.
Yep.
I don't think we really have any sightings, do we?
No, but because we basically don't handle the sign code except when somebody wants to come in with a sign plan.
Right.
And so essentially what we're saying is that this is an approved sign plan in accord with it's the section 18, the sign code, the Georgetown sign code. Not our code.
Okay.
The sign program is code 18.36.060. And did include that in your packet there.
That thing.
Okay. Got it. All right then.
I would make a motion to proceed with it, to approve it based on the sign code.
Second,
Do I hear a second? All
I'll
in favor?
second. Aye.
Okay, all
Aye.
Right.
aye, okay.
Susan, did you get the citing that Kent mentioned?
I will find it. It's in this package, but it's the
Yeah.
sign code. 18.
Yes. 18 whatever.
18.36.060.
18.060.
Say it again, 18 point.
36.060.
Okay.
All right. All right, thank you.
Thanks, Kelly.
Thank you, you guys. Thank you guys for your time. You guys have a good evening, okay?
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you.
thanks. Bye.
Okay, Lewis and Linda.
Yes.
Yes.
Hello.
All right. Hi. So
Hi there.
You're up. Please state your name and address and a little bit about your project.
Okay, Linda Poplin, 814 Rose Street. And we are replacing 4 windows in the garage. We're upgrading.
Okay.
Which house is 814?
Yes.
Right on
Right
the
across from Bowlanders' old house.
What?
Right across from Bowlanders' old house on the corner. On Rose Street.
On 9th and Rose?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
It's on the corner.
The address is 814 though.
Yes, yeah, but it's on the corner of 9th and Rose.
It
Okay.
is, yes.
Yes.
And that was yeah, I know which house, okay.
Gail Hinkle's house.
Yes, Gail Hank, that's just what I was thinking, Mark. Thank you. Yeah, that's what I thought to begin with. So yes, this is,
I don't know that guy.
Yeah.
Mark and I remember that house going up. Susan, it should be noted that this is a non-contributing structure in the historic district. God, it's been with us for a lot of years. And what you're talking about is the garage?
Yes.
That where these windows are going, and you're talking about
Yes.
using an Anderson Fabrics?
Yes, we are. We're upgrading the windows so that they are insulated.
Nice thought, huh?
Yeah.
Are the window openings going to remain the same and in the same location?
Yes, they are.
Same size. Is there any trim around those windows?
No, everything is going to be the same. It's just that we're replacing like single pane windows to like double pane.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the garage was added during the late 70s, so none of this is a new, I mean, it is a new structure basically. And
Yes.
they're maintaining the same size windows and the same size openings.
Yes.
Does anybody have any sightings? We'd be in book 2.
Yeah,
Page
book-
page 68.
Book 2.
And chapter and section, please.
Book 2, Chapter 12, Section 3, page
Thank you.
93.
Ni-
I've got A, window and door openings should correspond with the overall directional emphasis of a structure. And B, metal, fiberglass, or vinyl clad windows and doors should have a matte, non-reflective finish.
But it isn't any of those, is it?
It's a fiberglass.
Fiberglass.
Fibrex is?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right. Anything else?
So that was page 93.
Yes.
So was there anything on page 68 there, Bob?
It's mainly talking about preserving original decorative features and of the window. It really is addressing more of the historic, the old historic.
Structures.
So I think what Sean had is appropriate in this case. And it is an accessory structure anyway.
Do I hear a motion?
I would move to approve with the sightings so noted.
Second?
Any more discussion? All in favor? Aye.
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 Okay. Thank you
Okay.
very-
Thank you so much.
Thank you. I just have one question. Oh, did we
Yes.
get? Okay. I went over and did the permit, but does Anderson fill out that permit form?
Ask
Okay.
again.
Mark?
You guys can go ahead and just fill it out.
Okay.
That'd be simpler.
Okay. Yeah, I went over and paid. I saw Jennifer, so she'll probably send me something then.
You do that you do that or call and ask her to send. it to
Okay.
you.
All right. That's great. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you very much. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, are Rob and Sophie Egan here? Are we doing them tonight?
I can represent them.
Okay. So you're
Nobody
recused
else is
from-
here, John.
Okay.
Okay, so
Um,
what has been,
so,
what they've decided is to replace 6 windows. They're all facing Taos Street. Two on the second floor, and the others are in a bay window behind the hedges. You can't even see the windows. And we decided to go with a sash replacement, a solid wood sash replacement.
okay, so this is changing from the original application in number or not?
Correct, correct.
Yes.
So 6 windows only? Okay. And does somebody have some sightings?
And it should be noted, I think, that it's sash only and it's what Sean just said.
Okay,
So is this considered basically just
we
more of a repair than a replacement, kind of? Because we're not replacing the whole window.
okay. Are these the lower floor windows only?
There's 4 in a bay window that is on the main level. But you
Okay.
can see the window on the main level.
I would.
And what
I
are
would
the other
agree.
two?
The other 2 are on the second floor.
Yes,
Okay, 2 second floor. Okay, I got it.
But I think Sean's point is that if they're just replacing sash in kind, which they're doing because they're
Right.
replacing a wood sash with a wood sash, is that
Yes.
a repair or does that even require a certificate?
Well, at this point, I mean, they've done all the work and come in for us, so
But I think
I mean-
since it's on the national list, that we ought to probably approve it
I think so too.
And
So,
come up with
okay.
some kind of siding for it, just to cover our bases in the future. But it is a sash replacement. It's almost like a repair. But
Well, I think there are good sightings under windows for working on historic windows. I'm sorry, I don't have any of that handy.
how about on page
Okay.
69? How about E? On a replacement window, E1, they're used, may be considered by the DRC on a case-by-case basis.
Okay. John, have you got chapter and section for Susan?
I'm looking. That is chapter 7.
Which book are you in, Mark? You in book 3? Or book 2?
No, book 2.
Should be in book 2.
Yeah, I'm in book 2, I think.
Yes.
Page 69, book 2. And it is underneath windows, section 6. Windows and doors and other openings.
Okay.
All right. So can I hear a
I
motion?
think we could go with 6A, preserve functional and decorative features of original windows and doors.
Yes.
Yep, that'd be a good one.
Says repair frames and sash by patching, splicing, and reinforcing.
Yeah, well, we're doing a little replacing, but yes.
Replace, if A2 is, if replacement is necessary, which it is. Replace with similar features to match the original.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay. A2, E, and E1 then?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Do I hear a motion?
I move that we approve the application for the replacement of the 6 windows.
Would
Replacement.
second that.
We should mention in there that it's a sash replacement.
I did, yes.
Okay.
And
6
I would-
window sashes only replaced, and which specific ones? Did I hear a second?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Against? All right, great.
And Susan, I was recused from the vote.
Yes. Okay. And since you actually made that note, and I know Jennifer's not on tonight, but we were talking earlier this week, and she said she has kind of sometimes felt like she wasn't catching things that we wanted to do, even though she's been on the meeting. So if somebody had something that we need her to follow up on, it was mainly this tabled one that she didn't realize should have been on the last one to be continued. If we will just actually mention to her during the meeting, Jennifer, would you make a note to do that? She would appreciate that. Yeah. Okay, so now we have minutes from the 9th.
No, my screen shows Don Janoff. Is somebody here to talk about something?
She's just listening to the meeting. She said at the beginning.
Oh,
So
all right.
Oh, I had a lot of trouble getting on. I'm sorry, Don, I would have said hello. Okay, so minutes here.
Didn't see anything.
Yeah, I
No,
don't
it
have
didn't
it in
say
my
it.
packet, I don't think.
Excellent. So do I hear a motion?
Move that we approve the minutes from the July 9th meeting.
All in favor? Oh, do we hear a second? Sorry.
I would second that.
I'm so ready. And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, yes, guys. Okay,
have-
did anybody have anything else they needed?
I just have this is Bob. I just have a question. I want to go ahead and add a half round gutter on 707 Towers Street. Just over where the side deck is to keep it from icing up in the wintertime. In looking at the pre-approved projects.
Are there already gutters?
No, And I don't think there ever were. But
That's a problem.
my understanding is that is pre-approved, or do I need to come bring an application?
I think that gutters, what the pre-approved said was that if you're using a particular kind of gutter and you're going to paint it to go with the house, then you can do gutters. Isn't that what it says, Bob?
No, it says gutters and downspouts are appropriate if painted to match the house, and if no exterior trim elements are offered in any kind. And it recommends using the half-round gutter, which is.
Yeah, so it's pre-approved as long as it meets those.
Trim.
Yeah.
Or it'll be white aluminum, one of the two.
Nope, that sounds good. Sounds good.
Okay, well, we'll get on with that then.
Okay. So we obviously have no conceptual reviews. If nobody else has anything else, then let's adjourn.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thanks, Don.
Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Hey, Brent, can I give you a call? Oh, he got off